Hey everyone, it's JoJo and welcome to another Bakugan Battle Planet unboxing and review. Today I have two new core Bakugan. On the left we have a Ventus Turtonium and on the right we have a Darkus Cyndeous. So I'll be unboxing these and also comparing them to their Ultra version counterparts. So let's take a look at Turtonium first. Here is the packaging. It still says Battle Brawlers on the left, and we got a little stock photo of Dragonoid here. And we have Ventus Turtonium. He looks pretty cute. I really like it. And we can see the two cores down there at the bottom. And here on the back, another graphic of Turtonium here. So it comes with the Bakugan, two Bakugan cores, and one character card. And we got other core Bakugan. We have Hydrus, Trox, Gortheon, and Serpentes. And it should be the same for Darkus Cyndeous here on the back. And you can already see the B power, it's 400. But yeah, right away he looks pretty buff, like he's ready to go. He's ready to throw down. Here we got the graphic for Darkus Cyndeous here. And down at the bottom, and yeah, it's the same as before except for this one because we have Turtonium here. And yeah, let's get these open. First, we're going to take a look at Ventus Turtonium. Here is the character card. So you need 2 helixes to play it. It is 500 B power and 2 damage, but if you land on a helix, plus 100 and plus 2 damage. That's actually really good. 500 for a core Bakugan is actually pretty high. And since you have to play 2 helixes, it's most likely you're going to land on this and get this buff. So that's 604. That's actually really good. Alright, and the 2 helix cores, the first one, we have plus 300 and plus 3. So you could get this buff and that buff and just have a super powerful card from the beginning. But this one is kind of a trap, but not really. So this would just cancel out the 100, but you would still get the plus 4 and the plus 2 on the buff on the card, which is not that bad. 500 again is still a high B power starting off. And here we have Ventus Turtonium in ball form. And it's got lots of details. It's pretty round, lots of details. We can see all those ridges engraved in there. Got some patterns of the shell patterns on the top. And despite it being pretty round, again, I mean, because of all these ridges and details, it's a little bumpy looking. But it also has like this hole here. This is actually the bottom of the head, like the chin of Turtonium. You can see the feet there. It has this hole, which I don't think any other core Bakugan have. For the most part, they're all pretty circular, no bumps or protrusions or anything except for this one. It's a little bit of a gap. It is still rounded over, but that's just a little odd to me. Like, why wouldn't they just, you know, fill that part in? Alright, and here we have the magnet part. You can kind of see this is the design here is like the belly of a turtle. We got the back legs back here, and this is the tail that comes down. This cute little tail that comes down. And that's about it for the core of ball form. Let's see how it transforms. I'm actually going to bring it a little bit closer. I'm rolling with my left hand because, again, my hand is still in a little bandage. Right, and haven't even found the arrow yet. There it is. That's the top. 3, 2, 1, roll or not. Nope, there we go. That was it. It didn't seem like it transformed because the top is so round. But here we have Ventus Turtonium transformed. You can see the B power there, 500. And the little head that pokes out looks really nice. I really like the sculpt on that. The eyes actually look pretty good. So we got the feet, the front feet here, and the back feet. So these are kind of like come out like wings. It's one piece, and so it has a pretty wide stance. But if you look at the character card, it doesn't seem like Turtonium is all too stubby. It seems like it has pretty long arms and legs. So I could, you know, forgive that pretty wide stance there. But yeah, Turtonium, he looks really great. Love the details on this guy, especially when transformed. You just like it, that just, you know, makes more sense. All this little turtle designs and this cute little turtle tail in the back. Alright, and now we're gonna do a quick comparison to the Ultra form. So I have the Darkus version. Here we have Turtonium Ultra. We have the a spring. It's like spring loaded on the top. That's where it grabs the core, and all the feet pop out like this. So this has more of a much wider stance. But even though this looks really great, I really love how wide it comes out and all the hinges. This kind of looks more like, you know, like a spider pose. And I gotta say, I like the core version a little bit better. Even though it's very small, very simple, it just looks a lot better to me. Plus all the little details and ridges in here seem much better compared to this one. It's got wider patterns. It's still really nice looking, but I don't know, just the core version. I just love this core version more. It's kind of like the same situation with the core Gortheon and the Gortheon Ultra, where I like the core version more. But yeah, look at this cute little guy. Definitely more of a turtle than this one. He's got more of a wide spider stance. And to close Turtonium, very simple. The tail and the head, they come up and you just close the feet. And that is it. That is Ventus Turtonium. Next up, we have Darkus Cyndeous. Here is the character card. You need a flaming fist and a helix to play it. It has 400 B power and 4 damage. No ability though. So the helix core, -3, -1, that would be your trap. And the flaming fist is +250 +3. That's actually really good. Alright, and then we have the core Bakugan. And just kind of like Turtonium, it has a really nice detail going all around. Look at all those lines and ridges all around this Bakugan. So this part here is the chest. You can see that this part is the shield already, and this sword coming down. The feet are actually right here. And there's a bit of an issue with this part, what I'll get to in a little bit. And here is the back side. And unlike the core Gortheon, because this kind of has similarities to the core Gortheon, which I'll show again in a little bit. This actually has a little bit more detail than the core Gortheon, because it has this is pretty much flat for Gortheon. This one better detailed in the back here, just by a little bit, but it's something. And there's the magnet. And coming back to the issue with the feet, it does stick out. You could see how that kind of sticks out. So it's got some, you know, ridges that'll just it's not smooth all the way around. So that's kind of an issue. The spring might be a little bit too strong there. I think it's because of the way you fold it in. This part goes above the shield, which is weird. So it doesn't really flush all together. I don't know if you could tell, but yeah, you could see how that sticks out right there on the left side. Same thing with the sword. Sword sticks out a little bit. So kind of a little bit of an issue there. So not completely circular. I know a lot of the Pyrus Dragonoids, the tail does stick out a little bit. It might be because of the way this was packaged. It might, I don't know, it was probably just like formed that way. But other than that, pretty great in ball form. So let's see how it transforms. Alright, and just grabs it on the bottom like with most Bakugan cores. And here we have Darkus Cyndeous core only. We got 400B right there in the back. And yeah, he's pretty buff. Like he's like gonna check you or something. But yeah, here is the front of Cyndeous. Got this nice chest emblem here. Look at those eyes. I really like the details on the eyes and on the head, right kind of toward the back. Good details on the chest, very robotic. Here on the right side, we got his signature sword that comes out. And then we got a mini version of the shield, which I'll compare to the Ultra version. And the feet that kind of just pops forward. He looks great from the front, but man, is he thick in the back. But yeah, I was saying like this was kind of similar to Gortheon, where it just has this just huge back piece that kind of doesn't really do anything. But at least they added a little bit of detail here, a little bit more paint than Gortheon, where Gortheon is just like a flat green thing. just the butts. But this one, again, just at least it has a little bit more detail, more paint, and all that. It's just kind of awkward. It's just pretty awkward looking from the back. But yeah, just looking at it from the front looks great. Again, probably one of the cores I like better than the Ultra version, which I will show right here. So we have Aqua's Cyndeous Ultra. He's got a really nice stance. I really like how he lunges. One of the few Ultras that are non-symmetrical or asymmetrical. Here's the shield on Ultra, and the mini shield here, he's holding it up, and the regular one is just holding it down. We got the sword on each side. Yeah, again, I think I like the core better. I don't know why. It's just very, it's kind of charming in a way, very kind of nostalgic a little bit too, but I just think it's so much better. Besides this back piece here, he looks nice. He looks like a cyborg soldier. All right, and this might be a little bit difficult for me to close because of my hand, but to close him, I bring the feet up and this back part. Actually, no, I bring the back part up first, and then I think the arms come down kind of like at the same time. And this one's a little bit difficult for me because I'm having trouble holding it. And fold in the sword. It does come in a spring, so you don't have to manually do it. Kind of wish it did, because at this point it's pretty difficult for me. And then there, and then oh no, the feet. I forgot about the feet. Let's try that again. There we go. And the head goes last. Yeah, that would have been better if it wasn't for this thing. And yeah, there we have Darkus Cyndeous back in ball form. So that is it for my unboxing and review of Bakugan Battle Planet, Ventus Turtonium, and Darkus Cyndeous. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you next time with more Bakugan. See you soon.